okay, this map is full of nothing. Hazel 46. One of my super early maps. It's full of nothing, as you might expect. It's kind of like Corret textures. Is it DM Corret? Is that a thing? Or is it CTF Corret? Has all these weird kind of ring textures everywhere. Is there something out these windows? Oh, right, hellish Quake 3-ish sky. Yeah, and then it ends. Ha ha ha. Now, Fraglodyte is mine. It's alright. It's a bit weird, but almost a complete deathmatch level. No, I mean, I was a noob. I was clearly a noob. I didn't have any more to add, but I was, this was one of my early maps. I suppose this is here for shot combos, but I'm not quite sure how you'd... Yeah. The joys of Unreal. Like weird gravity-defying ponds. They have a surface on top and the surface underneath. Let's have a look at DM region. Can't believe I put DM in front of all these maps. It makes it sound like they're finished deathmatch maps or something. Whoa! This leads to absolutely nowhere. I'm leaving. I don't want to be there. There's nothing to see. Oh wow, okay. Ah, okay. So, I mean, some of my experimental maps, I mean, you just pick up UED for a few hours and mess around and you kind of, you make one of these really short maps and you drop it and you don't come back to it, but then you kind of revisit them every now and then, and some of the concepts you've created are kind of interesting and you reuse them in more full maps. That's what I think anyway. Repent! Oh, there are shells. Shit just got real. I doubt those blow up. Nope. Not really explosive barrels. Yeah, I think this was another one of them maps where I thought I was gonna continue it and make something a lot bigger. I think I liked the stonework textures and wanted to make a map in that kind of theme. But this wasn't it. DM Return. I wonder if I named it that because I'd like been on a lull from mapping and then was like, I'm back! See? Interesting concepts going on. I just kind of... This is a nice kind of self-contained arena. A nice small arena. You could have a nice little deathmatch game here. Is that a lift? Is that a lift? That's a very slow lift. What is going on with the sky? DM Scar Chamber. I'm wondering if it actually spawns creatures. It is that map. See if there's any monsters waiting for me. No. It's literally still not spawning any Scar Warriors. This room is literally filled up with gnarly cows. Terracity or Terracity. Aha, okay, so Zarth Residence. This is a map that's meant to be like Tatooine from Star Wars. Oh god, massive BSP error there. That's a massive hall of mirrors. We're in this massive desert, just a massive flat desert. It's not the normal thing you'd see in an Unreal map. Extra zone. Ugh. These are like Tatooine-esque huts in the desert, and I guess these were before the days of Battlefield games and before desert combat, and I just thought, why can't I use the Unreal Engine to create this epically massive landscape with a sense of just truly massive scale. That's the fake plane there. I wonder if it's moving. I think getting on this lift had code to actually set off the travel of that weird plane. Nope, it's not moving. Anyway, this tower is so you can get onto the weird plane thing and sit on it like a vehicle, like in Battlefield. Because back in them days, We didn't think that sort of thing was possible until like Halo and Battlefield 1942 came out. Gamma 33. Ah, okay. So I once made this map called Tau 77, and this is a later version of that I have not finished because this corridor leads nowhere, and all there is over here is a room. Great boat. Okay. Right, I was playing around with brushwork. Epsilon 88. What the fuck? I think this was the beginning of maybe a single player map. I don't know. Escapade. Okay, this was I was going to make a cutscene. I didn't know how to make cutscenes. I thought I could do one. It was going to be a gnarly talking to an Unreal 1 character on top of the skyscraper, then a ship comes to pick them up. It didn't work. DM Destro test map. Well, I think most of these maps are test maps, to be fair, so... Actually, I think this map has a huge BSP error in it somewhere. Oh, where are we? Oh, we're supposedly hanging above Mars. Okay, interesting. Yeah, there's an invisible collision hull right here caused by a BSP error. Yeah, when you're making maps in binary space partition editors like Unreal Ed, the slightest mislining up of brushes at weird angles can create these invisible walls out of nowhere, where I think the editor is confused about where the brushes start and end or something. You'd constantly get things like this. You'd also get one called the HOM effect, which is the Hall of Mirrors effect, where you gaze into like a corner like this where brushes were misaligned, and you just see this eternal Hall of Mirrors. DM Radius. It's pretty. It's pretty. There's not much to it, if I remember rightly. Look at my waterfall. Look at my waterfall. Oh geez. Low tech, low budget. This is what water looks like when you don't quite know how to do water in the past of level design. It looks quite sweet, but oh my god, there's more to this map. The skybox is terrible. There's a seam. Oh no! Oh, that was what I was talking about with the Hall of Mirrors effect. You see, everything's repeating. That's a BSP error. What was I thinking? Oh my god, this must be a terrain test. Old style terrain. DM Tomfluent. What the okay, we are in a weird Nazi/sci-fi chamber. Ugh. Oh god. Oh, is this a bigger map than I think it is? Oh, well that's a lift. How's that work? Oh, hello. We're in a city. A Blade Runner-esque city. Whoa. Okay, there's some good ideas in this. I don't think it's a completed map in any way though. Ah, so we're like hanging above a city in like a Space Needle style observation deck. There's water above you! Oh, let's go into the ceiling water and swim up to the ceiling surface. Ah, I love those. Oh, that's where the lift leads. Oh, that's quite a complicated looking lift. There's a BSP error right here, disabling me from walking through that corridor. Oh, that's pretty awful. That's pretty awful. Interesting. Let's just see what revision 2 is. Okay, so revision 2 isn't actually the same map. Maybe I was just having a naming convention for all my maps around that period where I was all naming them revision for some dumb reason. This reminds me of that Quake 3 map where you jump up and there's a slammer. There's like a void completely surrounding you, black void, and lots of jump pads, and you jump up to get the BFG. There's some kind of elevator up there. Whoa! This has jump pads. Yeah, I think I was... Oh my god. Yeah, I think I was basing this on Quake 3. 3... What the hell, man? What the hell? I feel like I'm trapped in a prison cell. DM revision 4? We're floating in space. Go down here. Okay, not much to this map. Unreal 2 compound. Yeah, that's just messing with brushwork, really, being inspired by a screenshot I saw in a magazine. Y place, or your place. Ah, Egyptian style. I was going on an Egyptian theme. That's an interesting lift. I have no idea if this is going to work because it's a CTF Plus map, which means mods. I think this was actually one of my first maps, so don't expect anything great, but it was called CTF Plus was the mod, and the idea was it wasn't just 2 flags. The idea of capture the flag is you run across the map to the other end of the map, get the blue flag, bring it back to your red flag, and score a point. But in this instance, there are 4 teams and thus 4 flags. So that'd be quite chaotic, I assume, especially to build maps for, because you got to make them like 4-way symmetrical, I guess, or I mean, maps don't have to be symmetrical, but a lot of capture the flag maps are, just so it gives people a fair advantage, whichever side they're on. CTF Gritalia, pretty sure that's one of mine. Yep. So you start in a fort, and red flag there, grab all your power-ups and you get going. Is it a fort? Is it a castle? It's a castle. So there's 2 castles and there's a field between them. And here's a lift. Snipers! You can get snipers on this map coming at you from above. And this goes all the way across the other side. Wow, look how fast it is. Whoa. Defies physics. It totally defies physics. And there's blue flag. Sky test 2. Oh, this must be my first foray into terrain. Of course, the UT back then, for UT 1999 anyway, didn't have terrain. So you made it yourself out of vertex manipulation. Overlapper. Okay, this is full of nothing. This is just my... I began thinking I want to make a bit of Nar Shaddaa from Jedi Knight, and this is all it is. Refinery. Still in the short-lived test map stage. So that's a hangar. Oh, I see. It's okay, bigger than I thought. It's kind of a Morpheus style map, I guess. Is this low grav? This is low grav. I'm gonna slowly drift down in that case. I think there's more over there. Oh, shameless plug. Hold on. Isn't this maybe doing something? It's an elevator. Is this triggered by something that I can't see? Oh, this is a special trigger, isn't it? Hold on, let me get over here. So this is for some dumb reason, something I can only activate from over here by shooting the UT logo. And then... oh god. Scale tester. It won't load! Oh, hold on. It says Vengeance Climb Clause. Okay, so this mission pack we were creating called Vengeance, the coder Sunblaze, once again, he built us something called the Climbing Claws, which are like, imagine Predator, you know, he's got his wrist blades out. Imagine he uses his wrist blades to climb walls by digging his knuckles one by one into the wall. And that's what we were experimenting with, and there's like model of your gloves, and the gloves had spikes on the knuckles, and you'd click on the wall in whichever place you want, and the mouse would do an animation of your glove punching into the wall there, and you'd slowly drag yourself upward. DM classes, I think this was a test map where I was just like looking at the Unreal editor, and this was one of my very first maps. I was literally just plonking stuff in to see what it would look like. So yeah, this is Newbieville. Ah, book jumping! You see, people probably be confused whenever I say Unreal had book jumping. Let's just see what's in classes 2. This is about triggers, which I always had fun with. I think if I walk over there, it will trigger something. Yeah, so it triggered air, sound, and some crazy lighting effects and explosion. I don't think this is going to work. This is conversation demo. I was trying to get... okay, we were making a mission pack called Vengeance, and our coder, Sunblaze, was trying to get a conversation system to work. Because there was one in Unreal, but there wasn't one in UT, and we were trying to make a single-player campaign. Yeah, that's a visible trigger. It's not triggering anything at all. Sunblaze demo. No, I think I actually designed this map. I don't think any of the programming code he wrote is working. Oh god. That's sad. Sad when things get broken with time. Missing some special file in the system folder, I think. Epsilon. Let's see if that works. Okay, is there much to this? There's DM Church Massivo. What the heck? Is this even a finished map? No, this is a weird test map. I think this is just a beginning of a map. I'm gonna skip this. Let's go for MP Sewer. Experimental! This is quite like fetid sewers, I guess? Slightly like that. God, why can't I line stuff up? Why can't past me, young teenage me, frigging line up brushes? There we go. Ooh, hello. Oh, this is interesting. So it's actually meant to be in a blue sky kind of world, with a shit skybox that hasn't been thought through. Yeah, I think we're back to one of my earlier maps now. I think it's safe to say. I have no idea what to expect here. DM Destro Deck 128. Okay, this is not like Deck 16 at all. If you know Deck 16, this is not like Deck 16. Maybe it was gonna be, and then I just decided, screw it, I'm making something else. This one's DM Chain War. Still very big fan of Unreal 1 at that time, so obviously this has a lot of Unreal 1 music imported in. And kind of Scar style. I was trying to create a kind of feel of the kind of Scar mothership stuff. And the sky was very kind of Quake 3 Arena, which I think was coming out a similar time to UT 99. They always had these kind of boiling, multi-layered, hellish skies. I think I tried to make a weird cutscene with this one, where the camera was on a train track and it would fly around the map before you started, but I don't think that's been implemented in this version. DM Mink Zone. Ugh, crazy evil skies. I'll say that sky is a lot more like Dark Forces 1. Cause it's just so static and oh. Right. Why are there two shotgun rifles? Yeah, this was at the beginning of my so-called career. Yeah, what? Okay. Newbie land. DM Loranium. More of these weird boiling Quake 3-ish skies. Oh, this is an interesting layout. Yeah, ooh, where's this go? Does this go anywhere? This goes nowhere. Oh, it's a lift literally to nowhere. Okay. Arachnius. Yeah, you're gonna have to bear with me. I'm going through some of my ancient crap. This is based on the Scar mothership in Unreal. I used to love their kind of later levels. So directly influenced on that, I wanted to create a Scar style level. And completely... Oh, is it unfinished? There's more to it than I thought. There's a little computer screen like you'd go up to and get a translator message. Yeah, there's quite a lot more brushwork than I thought there was. Got a skybox out there. Haha, I'm pleasantly surprised at how far this goes. Oh, okay. It ends in a giant chamber. This is a 10 cubes deathmatch map called Sand Slug that I did for UT 2004. There was a 10 cubes challenge instead of 5 cubes. So this is the result of my map for that. You can do slightly more things with 10 cubes, obviously. There's a cool kind of citadel in the backdrop. This is Beach Defense Juno. This is one of mine. I'm going to use fly mode actually. So Sam was helping me make meshes. Obviously the skybox never got finished. This is like an Operation Overlord style World War II sort of beach landing map. So Sam made me some guard towers up there. Yeah, so we got these kind of little trenches lined with concrete and then various bunkers. And a nice sandbag things around here too. It took bloody ages trying to align these trenches with the edge of the terrain. That's really difficult when you're working with old terrain. I don't know if it's probably easier with new terrain tools. Yeah, you see, trying to get the edges of this to meet. Didn't have time to finish it, but the bits of it that survived are quite interesting to look at.